Welcome to A Moment with Kasisi. How do you celebrate others? What helps you as an individual to take a position where you are able to celebrate truly and without a doubt those that are successful and those that are doing better than you? In today's broadcast, we encounter John, who was able to celebrate the Christ and speak of the Christ more than himself because he chose to take a perspective. In today's broadcast, we will mainly dwell on the point about perspective, taking a mental view, taking a mountaintop view, taking a panoramic view that helps you see the larger picture and that would allow you to celebrate others. And our reading today, through my translation, is coming from the book of John, chapter 3, 31 and 32. John is preparing himself to leave the stage, and as he does so, he takes a very clear picture of what exactly he really wants. Again, today is about perspective. John chapter 3, 31 and 32. My translation reads, as we read, that is in John 3, 31. The one who has come from above is above all. He who is from the earth is earthly, belongs to the earth, and from the earth he speaks. He who comes from heaven is above all, or above everything. Verse number 32, my translation again reads, what he has seen and he has heard, this he testifies, and no one receives his testimony. John again had the opportunity, having been invited by his disciples to enter into a competition, he had the opportunity to claim equal rights with the Christ, because we know that he also had been sent by God. Thankfully, John refused to accept the invitation, as I've continued saying, from the disciples. Instead, he, knowing very well and being aware that he had been sent only to witness as a witness to the self-revelator, that he had no choice but allow Christ shine, and for him, as he said, decrease in person. What allowed John to take that position? First of all, he did not allow blind ambition cloud his mission. Instead, he put everything that he knew and he had experienced into a clear perspective, into a clear picture. And this we see in that he sees what is of this earth and what is of heaven. And out of that, he creates a view, a perspective. And what is it that I'm referring to as a perspective in this case? 3 points. Point number one, that in taking a perspective, you are taking a mental view, a mental picture. You capture something in your mind. And as you capture it, as you can see in this tunnel view, that you begin from the back and seeing outwardly, you have the capacity to feel things as they truly relate with each other, or in their importance in the larger picture. It's about depth. That is seeing not the surface, but getting into the deeper perspective of things. And this is what the book of John is about. It's about taking a mountain top view, in which this view allows you to take a panoramic view, wider view, from a top, where nothing is hidden or blocking your view. There are no distractions whatsoever. You know, most of the time we are distracted by the things that we experience on our daily activities. Like John, one distraction would have been the invitation he had received to compete with Jesus. But instead, John, and this is our invitation today, is what he did is he saw himself as not the focus. Seeing beyond the self is our calling. And for this, it gave him full knowledge of who Jesus was. And when it gives you full knowledge humbles you. Instead of claiming the same position with the one that you're speaking about, you decrease as John himself spoke. Only then, once you are harbored by the knowledge that you have, that you are able to share the message of the Christ with others. And also knowing that your work here on earth is not done. And therefore you cannot compete. There is no room for envy. There is no room for distraction. And one man who took a clear perspective of his life is Nelson Mandela in his book, Long Walk to Freedom, in which he says, I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I've come, but I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom come responsibility, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not ended. That is Nelson Mandela. But we capture the same view in the book of John, where John goes back into the book of Genesis. And as he goes back into the book of Genesis, we see very clearly that he understands that the first creation, the first man to be created, Adam, was from dust. He was from this earth. And therefore he spoke from this earth, from the other things, and speaks about other things. But Jesus himself was from above, and he would only speak about the things that he knows, and he is above everything, which is again a theme, one of the themes in the book of John. So I'm inviting you to take a perspective of your ministry, of your calling, of what you do, even your successes, your material wealth, your intellectual gain, anything that you have gained, put it into perspective and see why is it that you've been called in this world. When you put it into perspective, then you realize it is not about you, but about something bigger, taking the mountaintop view, the panoramic view that allows you to see beyond the self. And this way, you will be able, without a doubt, you will be able to celebrate others. And the focus will not be on you, the focus will be on something. As we move into chapter number 4, we'll see that actually John decreases. He leaves the stage and he confidently does so without a doubt and without question and without competition. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. And until we meet again, take a mental view of your life. Have a perspective of your life and do not allow distractions come on your way. Go onto the mountaintop and know that here is not the end of the journey. There are many more hills to climb. Until I see you next time, continue seeking wisdom that you may gain understanding, and may the Lord bless you and may the Lord keep you.